hope you're well and you're staying at home reading a lot of books. Today I will discuss regarding 3 inspirational books which will inspire you in altogether 3 different ways. If you are also a lover of fictions and not much into non-fictions like me, then I would recommend you to read the 3rd book first. Definitely you should read all 3 books, but you can go to the 3rd book directly, which can give you a good start, post which you can come and again read the first 2. The first book in my list is Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. It's a very famous book and I'm pretty sure almost all of you would have heard about it. But if you've not read it, you should definitely give it a try. So as the name suggests, Robert learns a couple of things from his poor dad, who is his own dad, and from his rich dad, who was his friend's dad. Now he differentiates between these 2 principles of what he has learned from these 2 dads and then has written this particular book. How different they work in order to earn money. That is what is completely written in this book and which we have to learn a lot. Now, in this book clearly he mentions what is the difference between liability and asset and which is important and why. After reading this book, you will definitely feel like taking a different track altogether to earn money in a different way by not working hard but by working smart. This book, I would state, is also a call out to all the schools to tell that this is high time that you need to add economics in such a way that students do not run behind money, rather they should teach how money should actually run behind you. So that's clearly mentioned in the book. I would recommend all of you, means irrespective of age, definitely everyone should read this book. But if you are in the age gap between 15 years to 18 years, I would tell this is a must read for you guys. I really wish that I knew this book when I was in the age gap between 15 to 18, because it would have really made a massive change. And I'm pretty sure it'll make a massive change in your life as well if you read this book in one or the other way. So I am a person who do not like much of economics and as I said, not much of inspirational books as well. Though this book deals with economics and it's an inspirational book, still I love this book because that's the way it is being written, very well written by Robert. So you should all give it a try and it is going to change your life in one or the other way. So with that, let me jump to the second book in my list. The second book in my list is Ikigai. Ikigai, altogether different. So the first book was about economics, as I said, it's about money, but here it's about how to live a long and happy life. I would say it helps you better yourself, and post reading the book or even in the course of reading it, you would feel a good vibe once you're reading this book. It's difficult to put it into words just in 1-2 lines because it's the entire book that actually makes you give a good feeling and a good vibe. Now, the meaning of Ikigai, which the name suggests, it means the reason for being. I would say it's actually not being justified in a good way. The name of the book, they have not pretty much written about reason for being, but still it has been able to justify in a lot more other ways. They've told, as I said, how to live a long life and a happy life in a very detailed, beautiful manner. Now, they say the centenarians in that particular region where they are doing the research and all of that, which you need to definitely read, they claim that there are certain principles that they follow in order to have this longevity, like, this long life. For example, it is about, eating 80% of your tummy fill. That's it. Like, that rest 20% should be empty. That's very important. Then to reconnect with the nature, then they say, a little stress is actually important in life. So you always say you should be stress-free and all of that, but then how little stress also helps you in the longevity is also explained very well. Another point is stay active, don't retire, which means, for example, here we have a system wherein after a particular age, be it for IT or for government offices, we're supposed to retire. Even if we don't want to, we are supposed to retire. So here the book states that if you being forced to retire, find something so that you're engaged in it, and then you work for it, whatever it is, be it for gardening, farming, whatever. Just find something and then do it. Don't retire in your life. That's one point. Then to follow your ikigai, staying with a good friend of yours, or like where you don't feel negativity, to stay with the people whom you like, to live in the present and live in the moment and all of that. So there are a lot of things that have been told, and the reason why it will work for you, because that's what the people who are actually aged are claiming to, the reasons as why they are living this long. A lot of sentences which makes you think, and will definitely you'll definitely feel like trying it at least once. And as I said, there are a lot of sentences. Like one sentence which I would definitely love to pick, because that's one of the sentences, just one of the sentences. I loved a lot of sentences, in fact, a lot of statements in this book. One which, if I'm asked to pick, would be the author is mentioning, basically you tend to fill in the gap between what you're expected to do to what you want to do. And that might be because of economic power or physical priorities and all of that. So it's beautiful. That's just one statement. You need to think about the statement, and it's pretty much all of this is being written in the book very, very beautifully. So that's about my second book, Ikigai. Now let's just quickly get into the third book. The third book in my list is Tuesdays with Morrie by Mitch Albom. Now, this book, as I stated in the beginning, all of these are non-fictional books. Yet, this book has a kind of, somewhere a flavor of a fictional book, though it is not a fiction. And that will help a fiction lover to read this book with ease. And that's the way Mitch has written it. Now, this book, as it is mentioned, Tuesdays with Morrie, is a book with protagonist of two people, I would say. Author itself, like Mitch, and the other person is Morrie. Now, Mitch visits his former professor Morrie every Tuesday, who is nearing to his death. So this book clearly mentions about how to live life. So it's just that it's not just about life, but how to live your life. So in Ikigai, it was mentioned about how to have a long life, whereas this book tells about how to live that life properly. And that's so very well written, because it's all true incidents. To connect with the book easily, what Mitch has done is a lot of pictures of Morrie, a lot of innocent pictures are being, like, you need to see the pictures along with the book with writings as well, in order to get that flavor of the complete book. It's a lovely ride, I would say, ride of a number of days which is nearing to death, unfortunately, but it's truly great. Now, as a suggestion from my side, which I also did, was after reading this book, Tuesdays with Morrie, I did watch a few videos on YouTube. Those are the speeches from Morrie. So do not watch these videos before reading the book. I would recommend you all to read it only after you read the book. Why? Because just like I did, after reading the book, you feel a lot of connection between you and the character. So that book will stay with you for a few more days. After that, once you watch the video, the real videos, you'll stay connected with that particular character even more, with Morrie. And so it'll live with you for like more days. And that's a good feeling, because you already know through the book that he's a great man, and so it's a very good feeling. You should definitely try it for understanding the feeling that I am going through. Actually, you need to definitely watch the videos after you read the book. The videos link I will put it in the description box, but do not click it until you read the book. These three are the books which I would definitely recommend you all to read as inspirational books. Hope you will all enjoy it, and do subscribe to my channel and like my video if in case you like this video. Meet you next time. Until then, stay safe and read a lot of books.